Hello there. Hello, guys. So this is just something that I need to just get this out. So I'm gonna say the basis of what triggered me to want to make this video. So I do deliveries or whatever, and there's a place where we have to go to get the orders and stuff. So long story short, there's like an issue with the place that I work at. They keep getting robbed, so they lock the doors now. So we don't have the access that we used to have to be able to just come in and out of the building the way we used to. So now the people that are in there have to come and open a door for us. Because like I said, we don't have access to just come in and go as we were doing before. So there is a female that works there. I don't know her. I've just started seeing her. I'm gonna say within like the last 2 to 3 weeks, I just started seeing her there. And I have noticed that every time I see this girl, she has attitude. Every single time I see her, she got an attitude. And me, normally, I'm the type of person, like, I always try to see the good out of every situation. I want people to be happy. I don't want people to be stressed out. I don't want people to be sad. I like people to smile. I like people to laugh. Like, that's the type of person that I am. So, like I said, every time I see this girl, she got an attitude. And it just makes me think, like, people are just so ungrateful. And the reason why I say people are so ungrateful, and with that being said, ungrateful people and people that always are going through stuff in life, stay away from me. I do not like them kind of people, because the way I see it as, somebody is always going through something way worse than what you're going through. Somebody's life is horrible compared to the life that you live. The stuff that you experience and is going through, there's people out here that would pray to go through what you're going through versus what they're going through. So it's like so say you got stuff going on at home, which everybody got stuff going on at home. I don't care if you rich, I don't care if you poor, I don't care if you famous, I don't care if you average. Everybody got something going on at home. Everybody is dealing with something behind closed doors, whether it's health issues, mental health issues, financial issues, family issues. Everybody got something going on behind closed doors. So to come out and especially come to work with a bad attitude, and when I say this girl always got an attitude, slamming stuff around, rolling her eyes, huffing and puffing, like when she have to open the door, she'll fling the door open real hard. And it's like, the old me honestly would have been triggered. It would have been triggered, because when people be acting like that, I just want to slap them. Because first of all, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, especially when I ain't do nothing to you. That's my first reaction, is to want to slap people. But again, I am learning, and I have realized that you can't, as they say, you can't fight fire with fire. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to do anything. So I just be like, basically ignoring her and letting it go. But it's like, it's just so annoying, because I cannot stand being around people like that. Like, I realize that's a trigger for me. The older that I get, it's a trigger for me to be around somebody that complains all the time and somebody that always got an attitude. Because I look at myself in my life. I am 30 plus years old, and I'm not where I feel that I should be for my age. I feel like I should be doing a lot better. I should be a lot further in life. But the reality is, I'm not. And it is what it is. I have accepted that, and I'm okay with that. And I know your life is literally whatever you make it. So if you are walking around with an attitude all the time, or you're sad all the time, or you let stuff get to you, then that's what your life is going to be. So, like I said, I just think about my life, and there's been times where I literally cried myself to sleep. Like, literally cried myself to sleep. And then when I woke up, I cried some more because of different things that were going on in my life. But before I got around anyone, before I even engaged with my daughter, I did all my crying. I wiped my face, brushed my teeth, get myself together. And then before I get in front of anybody, you would never know that I cried all night. Because the harsh reality is, and it's not even saying that people are cold-hearted. When you really think about it, nobody cares what you're going through. Everybody is going through something. Everybody, famous, rich, poor, middle class, everybody's going through something. And if anybody try to sit over here and say, oh no, life is perfect, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. I don't care who you are. If you try to say your life is perfect, you're lying. Because if there was a such thing as a perfect life, all these people with all this money would be paying for that perfect life. So there's no such thing as a perfect life. So again, I just don't understand why people act like that. Just because something is going on with you behind closed doors or at home, you don't have to bring that out around people, because you never know what people are going through. And you acting a certain type of way, or you being a certain type of way towards somebody, could be the last straw for someone. And that makes that person say, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to live no more. I don't want to be bothered with people no more. There's like so many different reasons on why people especially commit suicide. And then when it happens, most people are like, oh, I can't believe that happened, or they seem like they were so happy, or they never showed signs, or they never said anything. Which in my opinion, if you pay close enough attention to people, you'll notice certain things as far as when someone's not happy, when someone is like genuinely sad, like depressed sad, and not sad because you couldn't get what you wanted or you couldn't do what you want, but like real life depression sad. And that's a whole another ball game of being sad that a lot of people don't even realize. And if you've never personally dealt with depression, I feel you should just stay in your lane. Don't try to comfort nobody. Don't tell nobody how they should feel. None of that. If you never dealt with it, leave it alone, because you have no idea. So having to deal with somebody like that every time I come to work is so annoying. It's so annoying. And I be catching myself. I really be catching myself, because today was about to be the day where I went in on her. But I'm like, you know what? For what? For what? Because chances are, if that's the type of attitude you have, if me and you get into it, it's just going to get to the point where we end up fighting. And I have a child that I have to take care of, and I'm not sitting in nobody's jail cell because I had to put my hands on somebody because of the way they was acting. So I let it go. But it just like every time I see her, I really, I be wanting to say something. And the old me would have been on some, well, girl, like, what's going on? I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. Because to me, if you're a person that is unable to control how you act around people just because you having a bad day or you feel some type of way, I don't want to be bothered with you. Because I'm not going to waste my time and energy into trying to get to the root of why you act in the way that you are, because I honestly don't care. Versus somebody that I know for a fact is like really going through it, but they trying to low-key hide that they're not going through it, and they're putting on this fake facade and acting like they're so happy. Them is the type of people that I'm gonna give my energy to. Because the bad attitude people, that's just how you want to be. You literally want to be like that. Because if you're coming to work and there's nothing wrong at work and you still got an attitude, you choosing to be like that. You're literally choosing to be like that. And again, I don't want to stoop to nobody's level. I don't want to stoop to nobody's level, because I'm not going to jail and I'm not about to be out here fighting just over stupid stuff, because that's usually what it comes to. Because people start disrespecting you, or people think you are a certain type of way because you don't act a certain type of way, and I ain't dealing with it. Not dealing with it. But that having an attitude for no reason, and like I don't understand. I don't understand it. And again, life is literally whatever you want it to be. If you want a good life, you're going to have a good life. If you want a bad life, you're going to have a bad life. If you sit and complain and cry and want handouts all the time, then you're going to get what you get out of life. But if you learn how to suck stuff up and really just think to yourself, things could be a lot worse. because I've said in multiple videos that I had, at one point in time I was homeless. I got my own place now. At one point in time I was struggling to pay a car note. I own a car. It may not be the latest and greatest car or the nicest looking car, but I own it. I don't have to make payments on it. It's mine. I don't have to worry about when I'm sleeping or if I'm parked somewhere because I missed a payment or I missed a couple of payments, somebody's coming to take what I work for. I don't have to worry about that. So little small things like that is the reason why I'm not angry. Because at one point in time I used to be very, very angry. I used to be a very angry person because I hated my life. And then one day a switch literally came on in my head and made me realize, like, your life is literally what you make it. And just because you get more money, that doesn't mean you're going to have a good life. Just because you don't have money, that don't mean you're going to have a good life. Your life is literally what you make it. If you get out here and put in the work to get where you want to be and work smarter, not harder, then you're going to get where you want to be. You're going to have the life that you want to have. But when you don't, again, you get what you get. And then the people that walk around with attitudes all the time, why do you have an attitude? There's somebody that's praying for what you have. You are able-bodied, you are healthy, you're in your right mind, and you're able to come to work every day. You're able to drive your car every day. There's people that don't have that. They don't have that. They pray for it. They wish for it. They manifest it. They cry over it. And you got all these things that people are praying for. Oh, my bad, I'm spitting. You got all these things that people are praying for, and you still got an attitude. You still want to make a problem out of everything. I don't understand that. And since I'm on the subject too, another thing that be annoying me about people is a lot of people get on social media and lie. Your life is not glamorous. Your life is not perfect. You don't have everything. Again, nobody's life is perfect. Nobody's. I don't care how much money these celebrities have, their lives ain't perfect. Because if their lives was really perfect, having all this money, there wouldn't be a lot of overdoses. There wouldn't be a lot of them committing suicide. It wouldn't be none of that. So life is not perfect, and it does not matter how much money you have. So with that being said, the whole conclusion of my video is to, if you don't like something about your life, if you don't like the way your life is going, then change it. If whatever is going on in your home life is affecting you to the point where you got to come to work and have a bad attitude and get on people's nerves and just act like you got a problem with everything, stay home. Stay home. Nobody wants to be around that. And honestly, you acting like that, nobody cares that you have an attitude. Nobody cares, because I know I don't. You don't get no sympathy from me. You ain't gonna get that, oh, well, what's going on? I'm not doing none of that. Get over it. You at work. Whatever was going on at home, suck it up and get over it. And if it was that bad, you shouldn't have came to work. That's the harsh reality, and that's life. Nobody wants to be around a negative person. Stay your negative, miserable behind at home. Stay home. Stay home. And that's all I gotta say.